Good morning everybody. I hope you're all okay. It's not good at the moment, as you know. We can't get out under this lockdown. I've been sitting around indoors trying to think what to do. I've done my photos in the garden and it's, you know, interesting, trying different stuff. But I had an email from someone who messaged me because I put a post up saying that I was thinking about getting one of these Atlas Athlete rucksacks, and a young lady messaged me and asked me if I would recommend it or, you know, do a review of it. So I've never done a review, so I thought today I'll do a review on camera bags. Now, camera bags, as lots of you know, are a big problem because we're all looking for the perfect camera bag, but I don't think it's out there. I don't think there's a perfect bag. I think you can get close, and everybody's needs are different. So I thought I would show you the 3 bags that I've got, and why I say 3 bags is because no one is perfect for every photo opportunity. So if I'm doing a long trip, I want to take lots of stuff with me, a lot of walking, I need something that's comfortable, will hold all my camera gear. If I'm going out for the day with the family, I want to just take maybe a spare lens or 2 and a camera. So all your needs are different in these camera bags. So I thought I'd show you what I've got anyway. And I'll start with the first bag that I ever bought, which is this one. Case Logic. Now I saw this bag on a review on YouTube, and I was very impressed with the review. Obviously it makes the difference, but very impressed with the bag. So this is it, and it's a great bag and I love it, and I've used it for a couple of years and it's done everything I wanted it to do. The only thing I found that's wrong with it is it's not comfortable to carry over a long distance. It feels heavy on your back. So this is like my medium size camera bag if I just want to go out for a couple of hours with a camera, a spare camera and a few lenses. But it's a really nice bag. It's got some great assets to it. This bit on the bottom is hard, like a rubbery material, and you can put this down, it stands upright, it doesn't fall over. Even with the weight of the cameras in it, it stays upright. It's great in the wet. If it's a muddy ground, you don't want mud all over your camera bag, so this is brilliant. I mean, I wish every camera bag would do this because it's a fantastic thing to have on the bottom of your bag. Protects your bag. The biggest problem with this bag is when you open it and it loads from the back, from the back of the bag. If you open this and you want to put a lens in here, this flap doesn't open all the way. There's still quite a gap under here, and if you've got a lens you want to put in here, and I'll show you, I've got a spare lens. If you put something like this in there, it's a struggle to get it in and out with other gearing because it catches the back and you have to really struggle to get it out. If your bag's empty, it's not so bad, but apart from that, it's brilliant. It's deep, so you know it holds all your lenses, they don't protrude, and it's really good. The dividers are really good. You know, there's a lot of padding in the dividers. It's a great design. So yeah, I'm really happy with this bag. Loads of places to put gear. You've got a pocket there, you've got a pocket here, and you put little bits in like camera lenses and leads, spare batteries if you've got them. It's great for aeroplanes. It's the perfect size to go on an aeroplane with. never been a problem getting it in the cabin hold. You know, it's in the cabin above. It's really good. And this, I mean, it's a small pocket, but it really is good because you've got pockets in here, up there, and down here, and it holds more than it looks. That pocket, although it's very shallow. But yeah, well made. Zips are great. Zips are really strong. Then you've got your back part, which flaps open, and as you can see, there's loads of room there. I've had laptops, filter holder I've got in there. Look, straps. I keep all my bits and pieces in there. It's really, you know, it holds a lot of stuff, but it's heavy, and that's the problem. Carrying it is a problem at times. If you're only going out for a couple of hours and not walking far, it's perfect. So I use that on short trips. If I'm just gonna walk around for a bit. Really good bag. Would recommend it. The price is really cheap. I mean, for what you get in here, it's a really good value bag. So that's the Case logic. Now if I'm just going out, I'll take my camera everywhere, as probably most of you do. I'll take my camera everywhere with me, so if I'm just going out for a day out, walking around, and I don't want to take a lot of gear with me, I bought this. This is a Caden Sling, and it's perfect for what I want it for. I mean, I decided when I bought this not to put a camera in it. I was going to wear my camera over my shoulder on a strap, and I was just going to use this to take a couple of lenses, maybe a filter, maybe a flash. But it's great for that. You've got these side entrances with like little pockets in, and a little bit here you can put some stuff in. And the lenses sit in little pouches. Now these are all movable. You can have this in any configuration that you want it. You can have it with no pouches in there, no dividers if you want to, but obviously now I can carry in here 2 lenses. I normally take a 24-70 with me, and I take a wide angle lens, and I put them in the top, that one in the top there because it's smaller, and this one I normally put a 70-200, so that's a big lens, a heavy lens, and this bag's been able to deal with all of that. But it's not great with a camera because I use a full frame camera, quite a big camera, and it just doesn't fit in this right. So it's great for carrying lenses if you want to just take a few lenses with you, and I would recommend that, but I wouldn't recommend it for a camera. The biggest problem I've had with this is that I put my lens in the top there, like that, one day, my wide angle lens, and these zips are not good. I forgot to do this clip up. I pulled this up like that, and as I was walking along the street, this started to move down without me knowing, and my lens fell out. So that you need to be aware of, because obviously lenses are expensive. But the way around that is to put it in, push that out, bring the zip up, and then tie that in with this clip. So now it can't really go down any lower than that, and that holds the strap holds the lens. So that solved that problem for me. But obviously it was it could have been an expensive mistake to find out. So be aware. But it's light, very light. You've got a zip here on the back here, which you can put some small bits in. It's not really great for carrying much else really. And another zip down here which you've got for something else, and this one I've used a bit, but this has got my rain cover in it. So yeah, they're not dear, but for what they are, they could be a little bit cheaper. So that's the Caden Nice bag, but not brilliant if you've got a lot of gear. Now, the bag I've been using for probably the last year, which is the one that the lady asked for me to do a review on, is the Atlas Athlete. Now, I'd looked at some reviews on YouTube, really good reviews. There's a guy that I watch, Mark Delaney, from America or Canada. He's really good photographer. He recommended this bag highly, and I've decided to spend the money. It's not cheap, it's like quite a lot of money, this bag, but I got it at quite a good price. But it's brilliant. It's the best bag I've ever used. It's not perfect again, but this one is the Atlas Athlete, and it's just a brilliant bag. When you put this bag on with these straps, you set these straps up properly, and it's just so comfortable. I mean, I've got a lot of weight in this, and when you've got it on your back, it feels like you're carrying an empty bag. It's really good. I was shocked the first time I put it on. So what we've got here is this loads from the back, so no one can open your bag to get at all your gear when you're carrying it. The flap on this solved the problem of the first bag. It opens all the way, revealing the camera part of the bag. I mean, I've got quite a lot of weight in this already. I mean, this lens is quite a substantial piece of equipment, so that's heavy. Camera here with a lens on it, and it fits in there perfectly. I've got my spare camera. I always take a spare with me when I'm going on a long walk, because you don't want something to happen to your camera and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of nowhere and can't take photographs. So always take a spare camera with me. Plenty of room for that. I carry another lens. This is my wide angle lens, and they're all sitting quite nicely in these dividers, and these dividers, I've got to tell you, they're great. They just mould to the shape of your camera. See, this is just, it was straight when I put it in, and it's just moulded to the shape of the camera. Everything fits. I've got power packs in there, filters, spare cards. You've got little compartments here. I've got a remote for my camera in there, which is something everyone should take if you're taking a tripod. Remote there, then that fits in there quite nicely. Above that you've got another little zipper which I'll keep bits in there, like I take videos and GoPro, little bits of leads you can put in there, your caps from the GoPro. I've got a little cap in there for the viewfinder, which I use when I'm taking long exposure filters. I mean, that sits in there, so loads of room. This part, this is quite interesting. In this part here, if you've got, you might not take as much stuff, you only need this part for your camera stuff. This is convertible, you can move this around, so they call this the origami. There's a little handle down here, and you pull that up like that, and that gives you more room in the back of the bag, so that you can put more in the main part of the bag. I mean, this is great. And then if you want to put more camera stuff in, or maybe you take a drone out, it's perfect size for the drone. You just push that down, and then you've got more room for your camera and filming equipment. It's really good design, really well thought out. The quality of the zips are fantastic. Never struggle to open or close a zip. So that goes, let's put that back in. Everything just fits, and it's just really nice. This was a worry. This sits a little bit because this isn't as deep as the Logic bag, case Logic bag. They don't sit so deep, but I've got to be fair, I put this on and there's so much padding in this, you just don't, you don't feel it, and it doesn't cause any damage to the lens, so that's not a problem really. So that's the camera section. One of the great features on this bag, and I love it, is this waistband. Now this is quite substantial, and when you order these bags, if you get them from Atlas, you can get these made to measure for you. They do 3 sizes of these, so getting the right one makes the bag just fit on you and it feels more comfortable. And this is, I think this is the medium I've got. Really good design, really holds you nicely, takes a lot of weight off of the straps. But this is, I've got one of these on each side, one there, one over there. And you open that up and you've got a little pocket which comes out, and when you're wearing it, it just sits there like that. You just pull that up and it's quite really stable. And I carry a bottle of drink in here when I'm, like a bottle of water or something like that when I'm walking. Although you have got a compartment on the side here which is made for a water bladder, which sits in it. And it feeds through a tube somehow, but I don't use one of those. I'll just take a couple of bottles. I've got this one, and if you've got your lens cap off, rather than just put them on the floor, you can just open the zip, put them in the pouch, safe. So that's really well thought out. And then, so I use the water bladder compartment for things like spare batteries, which is something we should all take with us. So I've got my spare batteries in there. So yeah, that's all good. You've got 2 patches on the side here that hold tripods. I mean, I'll take a travel tripod with me a lot of times, but sometimes I take my big tripod out, and if you just put 2 legs in there and then strap it off, that holds well. But I do prefer, to be honest, to take it in its own carry case as a separate issue. And you've got another pocket on the side here, on the back, which I've got a camera case, camera cover, but you can put all sorts of stuff in there, and all these pockets, they seem to hold quite a lot of stuff. You've got straps here, you can strap things to, both sides. Another compartment behind the pocket down there, which is really good. On the top here, you've got, I'll keep things like cards, keys go in here, put my keys in here, all sorts of little bits and pieces which I find useful. Then you've got this one, which I tend to keep I get a lot of stuff off Peak Design, so I've got some Peak Design stuff in there. I'll keep a hood there, in lens hood there as a spare, and I'll like things like my filter cover. I mean, there's loads of room in here, so you just bang that in there, and that just flaps over the top. And you tie it down. Now the thing with this, it might not look big, but it's quite a big bag. It takes a lot of stuff. But you can squash it down. I mean, I can pull this out, and you can see how big this can feasibly go. I mean, this is huge if you want it to be. I mean, I saw a video on YouTube, and a guy was walking around on a 2-week holiday, and he held all his clothes in the back of this bag. It's crazy, really. Inside, I've got filters, like a seat, which I'll take with me when I go out. Gloves for when it's cold. All my leads I've got in a little Peak Design carry-all, and that fits in there. There's a laptop pocket in there. I think it's a 15-inch laptop pocket with sleeve, which is great. Yeah, it's just spare straps. So that's the Atlas Athlete. And on the inside of that, you've got another cover, which I've got nothing in there at the moment, but it's, again, there's pockets everywhere. So it's a brilliant bag, not cheap, like I say, but once I'd made the investment, once I decided to make the investment, I've never looked back. It's just so comfortable. I can walk miles with this, and it's just not worn out. It's just great, and I've got a lot of weight in that. So they're my bags. I hope this review has been helpful, maybe answered a few questions for anybody that's looking to buy one of these, especially. Yeah, I would recommend this bag. This is probably the best bag I've ever used. Yeah. So anyway, stay safe. You know, hopefully we can all get back to taking some pictures again soon. Bye bye for now.